toss once again turned out for the home side. But for Sylhet Titans, it ended in disappointment.
Mid-backer, right on the money. Baldy in the slot. And takes a good one.
Falling short against Rangpur Riders in their last outing.
They will eke it out, winning runs. Rangpur Riders are elated. They get their victory.
Chattogram Royals, meanwhile, arrive with confidence.
Out. That's got to be out.
Oh, well bowled. Another one. Wow, Madi well bowled, but even better from Rossington Trees.
A dominant 10-wicket win over Dhaka Capitals as their openers wrapped up the chase inside 13 overs.
It's turning out to be a tremendous strike path for his team and for Bangladesh.
2 wins each, Day 5 promises another decisive contest.
Hello and welcome back to Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, where we're here for match number 11, and it's the home side once again who will have a chance to win this one up against Chattogram Royals. This is how teams are looking at this point of time in the BPL. You've got Rajshahi Warriors right at the top with 6 points. They've won 3 of the 4 games that they've played. Chattogram Royals also on 4 alongside Rangpur and Sylhet, and Dhaka with 2, and Noakhali Express is yet to win any of the games that they've played. Remember, it's the top 4 teams that will be qualifying for the playoffs. Well, it's a beautiful day here at Sylhet Cricket Ground, and we're here for action once again, where we'll see the home side. So plenty to talk about, and generally as well, how the BPL is shaping up, how it's evolved. We've got a very, very special guest here with us to talk about that. Alongside Darren Gough, I've got 𝗬𝗻𝗄 Hussain, who's also Director Media and Communications. 𝗬𝗻𝗄, thank you so much for joining us. Firstly, thoughts on how the BPL has been so far, just in terms of the games that we've seen, the entertainment overall. What do you make of it?
Thank you and good afternoon. As you remember that this time when we took over as a new board members, as new board director, so first we decided that it's pretty much unfair for both players and franchisee to go for random selection of players draft. So board came up with this idea, and to ensure that players are getting properly rewarded, as well as franchisee, they can make their dream squad. So we went for the players auction. So after nine years, ninth edition of BPL, so this time after second, so this is the third time we have organized the auction. As well as also, if you remember, we just had 6 weeks time to prepare everything from our board's perspective. So it's good that everyone could contribute, and we have finally made it. So that's from the players' time. And also, one thing I must mention, that the broadcasting quality. So as of now, we have not received complaints. So perhaps this is the first time, and also I hope that our spectators, they are very happy with the quality of graphics they have seen and the quality of broadcast. So I think the spectators, they're enjoying this BPL.
All right, and what about the tournament itself? You know, the matches that we've seen, the games that we've seen. I mean, we've already seen 100, we've already seen a hat-trick, we've already seen a super over, a bit of everything, 𝗬𝗻𝗄.
It has been fantastic so far, because most of the matches have been competitive enough, and there has been something for both the sides. So anytime they could catch up, or they could come out of nothing, and they can make a game. So in terms of game, it was very good, I believe.
Coffee, you wanted to add something in?
I did. Have you seen an improvement in Bangladesh cricket with the evolve of the BPL? Have you seen local players coming through and placing themselves on the world map?
Yeah, of course. If you remember that we have seen, for example, like Nahid Rana, so the world got to know him through BPL, like our superstar. Then also there were so many individuals who performed pretty well. For example, last year, Naeem Sheikh was the top run getter. He did well. Then we had 𝗀𝗃𝗍𝗍. Then there were so many consistent performers throughout the years. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So many players have come through because of BPL and have really sort of nourished their skills, so to speak. Let's have a quick look at who the top run getters of this edition so far are. We've seen some brilliant performances, some explosive starts at the top as well. But Najmul Hussain Shanto is leading the way for most amount of runs. He's got 203 runs in 4 games. Remember, he got that 100 at the top. And don't miss that strike rate. 147 is what he's striking at. Parvez Emon, again somebody who's been very impressive. David Malan, Mushfiqur Rahim and Mohammad Naeem Sheikh. Well, the tournament started off on a positive note because we had Najmul Hussain Shanto really lighting up everything in terms of providing entertainment and skill, and it's just so good to watch somebody scoring 100 right at the start of the tournament. You know, it really gets the crowd going, and obviously it augurs well for the tournament as well, 𝗬𝗻𝒁.
Shanto was the highest run getter in the 9th edition of BPL, but for some reason he couldn't perform according to his potential in last 2 seasons. But this time he marked his opening day with a century and match-winning performance. So he's a consistent performer for our national side as well as for those franchises. He did well. But one name I would like to mention is Parvez Emon, who shall be playing in first match. So usually he opens batting, but in last T20 match of Bangladesh against Netherlands, he came to bat at number 4. Here in Sylhet, for the Sylhet franchise, he's maintaining the same position, batting at number 4, and you have seen his performance. But one thing we have seen out of this tournament is his keeping ability. So I think Goffy would agree that it was fantastic, his keeping ability.
Absolutely. I think Shanto and Aman have been absolutely fantastic, and watching them play and how easy they made it look at times on not so easy pitches, you know. There's been a little bit of seam off the grass, a little bit of uneven bounce, and there's been turn as the games have gone on. So I think both of them have played beautifully this tournament, and it's been a pleasure to watch them.
And coming back to the previous question, what we have achieved out of BPL, so maybe new addition is wicketkeeper Parvez Emon.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been one of the shining talents with the bat as well. He's been just so impressive. But even when you talk about the wicket takers of this tournament, we've seen some brilliant performances overall by some local players, some foreign players. It's been a good mix to see the kind of bowling talent that we've seen at display. Fahim Ashraf, remember, he picked up a 5-wicket haul, and it was his second 5-wicket haul of the BPL that we've seen overall in these years. 11 wickets for him. Tanveer Islam with 6. Ripon Mondal again is somebody who's being really spoken about. This youngster, he's got all the pace that you talk about, and he's just been so impressive. Goffy, you've had a look at him, and he seems to have held his nerve in the most tense situations.
Oh, absolutely. I've been really impressed with him. Like I said, there's been so many players that have impressed me this tournament, and there's no doubt he's one of them. I mean, to keep his cool under pressure in that last over and then in the super over was absolutely outstanding. Here he is picking up his 4 for 13. He's got everything. He's got a lovely action approach to the wicket. He doesn't stop when he gets there. He gets through his action. He plays with a smile. He enjoys playing cricket, and that's what it's about. You've got to enjoy your game, and if you enjoy bowling fast, you get all the rewards.
And the one thing that we've seen actually, 𝗬𝗻𝒁, in the BPL over the years is the fast bowling talent that has come through. You talk about the likes of Ripon Mondal or even Shorturl Islam or Taskin. There's so many tall fast bowlers now that we're getting to see come through. So how exciting is it for you, as a board, to find that kind of talent?
It has been very impressive. For our pace attack, they are improving, and more important is we have a bench strength, because previously what used to happen was we only had limited number of bowlers who could play, and in case of absence of any of the bowler, we had no backup. So the standard was, there was a significant deviation among those bowlers. But now we have a good 6-7 bowlers, almost similar ranks, so we can use their potential. But one thing I would like to also mention, that at the same time we have also seen the talent of spinners like Alis Al-Islam. In BPL, we have seen him performing. Then one name I would like to mention, that Tanveer Islam. He is also playing for Chattogram today. He's, I think, second highest wicket getter. Very interesting information is, he played in all the finals of last 5 BPL editions. So out of those 5 editions, I think his team won 3 finals and lost 2 finals. But I guess he's a player to watch as well for this.
Yeah, well, his numbers indicate that as well, because he is one of the, in those charts when you talk about leading wicket takers. But thank you so much for your thoughts, 𝗂𝗻𝗫. Thank you so much for being here, gracing us with your presence and really sort of enlightening us with what's happening in the BPL. Well, there you heard it from the Media and Communications Director on how he feels the BPL is going and how they're able to unearth young talent. We'll take a short break here on Straight Dive and we'll be back with the toss with Ramesh Raja. After a day's break, we are back on Boshundra Cement Straight Drive, where we're here for the first game of the day, where it's Sylhet Titans who have a chance to win this one and recover from the loss last time, and they're up against a very good side in the form of Chattogram Royals. All right, there you go. You've heard it. We're ready with the toss as well now. So we've got a beautiful day with the sun out. Ramiz Raja is out there with the two captains.
It's a beautiful day as we get ready for the Boshundra Cement toss. We've got the two captains here. The 𝗵𝗍𝗃 square are here, and Salim Shahid is the match referee. Who's got the coin? Here we go. Heads is a call from Chattogram Royals. Captain, what have you decided to do, sir?
We're going to do ball first.
Ball. This pitch looks just a little bit different, right? It has more wear and tear, I guess.
Yes, looks like very dry because the last 2-3 matches play here and using wicket. That's why we won the toss and ball first.
What do you make of the opposition? I mean, they are the home side and they'll have the backing of the crowd.
Definitely, as a Sylhet is hometown, lots of crowd are against. That's why we love this play because full crowd. Our player is very enjoy this moment, and Sylhet is very good side for us. Also, our team is good shape right now.
Any changes at all?
No, same team.
What makes your team the title holder potential?
Yes, because our player is limited, but players know when I perform well. That's why it's a mentality prepared is perform. How can ever we can perform? That's why.
Have a good one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So you lose another toss.
Yes.
Not good.
Every day is losing the toss, but this is not my hand. Yes,
I know.
This is the luck. So yeah, yes.
You got to bat well. I mean, this is a different kind of a pitch now because I just mentioned, you know, it looks just a bit worn out.
Yeah, definitely. I think wicket looks good, and I think if we play well in this wicket, definitely would be better.
Okay. Any team changes?
Yes, we got 3 changes. Saima is not playing, and Omorja is, Jaza is coming, and Ibadat is not playing, Zakir and also Javed, and Ronnie is not playing.
Okay, have a good one.
Sorry, lots of changes, that's why I'm
No, it's fine, it's okay. You've done well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, Chattogram Royals have won the toss then and have elected to bowl.
Right, Chattogram Royals opting to bowl first. It seems to be the decision that everyone goes to in this tournament, Coffee. Like we said, beautiful day, the sun is beating down and they have opted to field first. Chattogram Royals, what do you make of them overall as a side? They'll be up bowling first, and their spinners seem to have done well in this tournament. You know.
Oh, they have indeed, especially last time out. They were fantastic. I mean, 𝗵𝗃𝗃, the way he bowled last time out was absolutely superb for them. 3 for 8, didn't he? And Rossington coming to the side, like I say, that first game he played, he just landed straight off the plane and onto the pitch. But since then, he turned up last game, 4 stumpings and 60 not out of 36 balls. And for me, one of the players of the tournament, Naeem, he's absolutely fantastic, 54 from 40. So I think they've got a good side. They need to get on the rhythm now and win 2 from 2. They've won the last one, and now it's a win again, back to back.
Yeah, Mohammad Naeem Sheikh is so impressive, ehimZ. When you talk about the talent at display in Bangladesh, he's also the highest paid player of the tournament, and he's been justifying that with the kind of performances that we've seen from him.
Yeah, because in last season he was the top run getter. As well as in the Dhaka Premier League, we had the List A tournament. He was the 3rd highest scorer. So he has a consistent track record of performance. So I think that's what has justified his price tag. But also in last game, if you remember, the way he supported Adam Rossington, and they started the opening partnership and they got a win by 10 wickets. And also we need to mention the performance of Adam Rossington because the form he continued from the Nepal Premier League. So it's also fantastic.
Yeah, Adam Rossington was special behind the stumps. He also managed to score some runs as well. So it's good to see that things are clicking for Chattogram Royals. But will they have enough from the pitch to be bowling here? Let's find out from Parvez Emon.
Yeah, interesting call, Zainab, made by Chattogram Royals winning the toss and bowling first. Looking at the pitch, I think first let me talk about the pitch. This is pitch number 4, has been used thrice before in the BPL, and it looks quite dry in my opinion. Understandably, there's lots of cricket being played, hardly any time for any preparation, hardly any grass to be seen. Remember, in the first few days, we had plenty of grass to speak about, but not on this pitch. But what Chattogram Royals have done, they are sticking to their guns. They beat the Dhaka Capitals quite comprehensively, chasing down a score. That's the main reason I could think of. And the other reason I want to speak about, Zainab, is about, now we talk about BPL being a success, the players having a wonderful time, the spectators have a wonderful time. But just think of the challenges for the curate and the groundsman. The Chattogram leg, which had 6 days of cricket, 12 games have been shifted to Sylhet. So all of a sudden, the game plan and the preparation changes for the curator. But so far, the gentlemen have done really well and produced some good pitches. But the challenges will start from tomorrow onwards, where now the 6 days of cricket got to be played. So that's something to keep an eye on. But certainly, in my opinion, they should be thanked for their wonderful job and for producing some pitches. And I'm pretty sure if you used only pitch number 4 and pitch number 6 in the BPL so far, they'll be producing some new pitches. So let's keep a close eye on how other pitchers are going to play. But overall, I think this pitch will be on the slower side compared in the first few games.
Yeah, we seem to have noticed that actually when you talk about the pitch, because of the games that have been played there, Goffy, it seems to have definitely slowed down as the BPL has progressed.
Well, I think we saw a couple of high scores to start the tournament, but actually they then started to get lower, didn't they, the scores? But then I think there was a boost. In the last couple of days, I think the batting's become a lot easier. We've seen with the new ball still, if you give any width whatsoever, you get value for your shots. It's a quick outfield, and we've seen plenty of boundaries, 4s and 6s. It's in the middle of it. The problem's been for most of the teams, they've been losing, especially Dhaka, they've been losing lots of early wickets. And when you lose early wickets, there's the recovery in the middle. You've got to keep wickets in the hands when you play on these pitches as they get slower, and then in the middle you can rotate the strike, and at the end you've got wickets in hand to get up to that 160, 170 mark.
Amjad, have you been happy with the way the pitches have played out in the BPL?
Yeah, because today the match is being shall be played at pitch number 6. So it's the same pitch where we have seen 190 as well as the super over match. So I believe, yeah, it has got last 2 days of rest. So I think curators, they have worked hard to ensure that enough rolling was done as well as they put water. So I think it would be a good wicket for both the teams.
All right, you were talking about the talent of Parvez Emon, and just in terms of the flexibility that he has of batting anywhere in that batting order, but he's just been such a find since the start whenever Bangladesh recruited him to play for the international side as well, and then he's been able to showcase all his talent here in the BPL. He definitely has been one of the picks of this tournament. Time to hear his thoughts.
অবশ্যই ভালো লাগতেছে একটা টুর্নামেন্ট ভালো রান দিয়ে স্টার্ট হয়েছে আলহামদুলিল্লাহ এটা কন্টিনিউ করতে পারতেছি চেষ্টা থাকবে এটা ইনশাআল্লাহ কন্টিনিউ করার সো ইন পেস বল নরমালি আই লাইক টু প্লে পুল শট এন্ড ইন স্পিন আই লাইক টু প্লে সুইপ শট অবশ্যই ক্রাউড অনেক আসতেছে প্রত্যেক ম্যাচে আমরা আসলে অনেক সাপোর্ট পাচ্ছি দর্শকদের থেকে রান করেও ভালো লাগতেছে সবাই অনেক শাউট করতেছে সো টিমকে অনেক সাপোর্ট করতেছে যেহেতু আমাদের হোম সো সাপোর্টটা অনেক বেশি পাচ্ছি খুব ভালো লাগতেছে আমার অরিজিনাল বাড়ি নোয়াখালী বাট আমার ফ্যামিলি সবাই চিটং আই ফিল স্যাড অ্যান্ড আমার জন্য ভালো হইতো যদি এটা চিটাং হইতো ওইখানে আমার হোম অ্যাডভান্স চামড়া ওয়েদার আসলে অনেক ঠান্ডা ছিল লাস্ট গেমে অনেক ঠান্ডা ছিল একটু টাফ ডিফিকাল্টও আমরা আসলে ইউজ টু না এত ঠান্ডায় রাতের গেমে সো ব্যাটসম্যানদের জন্য উইকেটের একটা বেনিফিটও থাকে আবার ডিসঅ্যাডভান্টেজও থাকে সো বলারদের জন্য সেম ওরা বেনিফিটও পায় সামটাইমস সাম উইকেটে বাট কিছু উইকেটে পায় না সো একটু টাফ ফিল হচ্ছে আর কি আমার আসলে ঘুরতে অনেক পছন্দ অবশ্যই ক্রিকেটটা তো আলাদা বাট ক্রিকেটের বাইরে আমার ঘুরতে অনেক পছন্দ আমি আমার অফ ডেতে যদি ঘুরতে পারি তাহলে আমার অনেক ফ্রেশনেস কাজ করে ব্যাটিংটা যেভাবে হচ্ছে ইনশাল্লাহ ওই জিনিসটা কন্টিনিউ করার চেষ্টা করব, ক্যারি করার চেষ্টা করব, কন্ট্রিবিউট করার জন্য, এটাই।
Well, he certainly is brimming with confidence, this young boy. He's got so much talent, and so does this side. When you talk about Sylhet Titans, Coffee, there's obviously been one change. 𝗫 𝗦𝗽𝐴𝑢𝑏 is no longer there. He's gone for national duty. But you've got Hazratullah Zazai at the top, and we know what he can do if he gets going.
Absolutely, we do indeed. And like I said, they need some runs, don't they, the Sylhet Titans? They're one of the favourites for the tournament, if you ask me. But Hedi, Parvez, obviously Emon and Afif, who was fantastic the other night, need to deliver. Brooks again, he had a good game the other day. And 𝗂𝗎𝗓 underballed the last match. So he's a big player, obviously, for the Titans.
And Ethan Brooks has also been impressive in the little that we've seen of him so far. His partnership with Afif from that game was special.
Absolutely special, some absolutely fantastic shots, and you've got two players who concentrated on a lot of sweeps, especially Ethan Brooks. But Afif, that partnership 66 from 50 balls was absolutely superb, and it gave them an absolute chance, didn't it? They played some fantastic shots, they rotated the strike well, they hit boundaries when they needed to, and it gave their team a chance.
Well, Ethan Brooks is someone who's, relatively young at this point of time, and he's come in to play BPL. It's also an opportunity for him to grow and make his mark, because he's not somebody who's made his sort of arrival statement yet by scoring those big centuries around the world, but he's shown what he's capable of. Nice to have somebody like that in the BPL then, 𝗬𝗏?
Yeah, of course, because we have seen that in last two matches he performed with bat. Even when he came to bowl, he got a crucial wicket of Kyle Myers and brought his team back in positions. But we have also seen that there are several overseas players who proved their names in BPL. For example, if we go back to 2015 season or 16 season, Evin Lewis, he was the in the squad for that time 𝗿𝗺𝗃𝗃 team, and he came to bat at Chattogram and he scored a century. So there are so many incidents that the players, they showed their performance and they picked up for their national side as well.
All right, then we're talking about Sylhet Titans, but now it's time to have a look at Chattogram Royals. Remember, they won the toss and they decided to bowl first. Adam Rossington has been the star for them, Coffee.
Absolutely, look at those two at the top, 𝗫𝗏 and Rossington, absolutely fantastic partnership. But for me, the standout, shorturl, absolutely superb the other night when they won that last game. He was brilliant. And 𝗃𝗵𝗃 with his left arm swing. Hedi, obviously the off spin, he went for 19 in one of his overs, but that's a big three bowlers for them. Superb team, Chattogram Royals, and they'll be off to a back-to-back win.
Yeah, this is what we got to witness the other day as well from Adam Rossington. So quick behind the stumps, Coffee.
Absolutely. As I say, he's a big man, and but his hands were so fast. Every one of those stumpings was different. They were superb. There was a bit of turn in the pitches. Obviously, Dhaka didn't play it that well, and a couple of them went running down the wickets. But the best one for me, I think, was the one when he was in the air, where he took the ball at a bit of extra bounce, and he still managed to get down and take the bails off. Fantastic bit of keeping from Rossington, and he's a big player for the Royals.
That top order looks really potent. That looks really potent for Chattogram Royals. When you talk about Mohammad Naeem Sheikh and Adam Rossington, a lot of value they bring to the table.
Yeah, of course, we have seen their performance in last match as well, but also there were two other players as well to watch out for, like Shadman Islam and Mahmudul Hassan Joy. Both of them are regular players for the test team of Bangladesh team, but they have shown a courage to pick them up for T20 because they are not regular players. So I believe that as tournament progresses, the pitches are being a little bit torn and all, and for the rotation of strike during middle overs and building partnership shall be crucial.
All right, then. Thank you so much for your thoughts, gentlemen. Thank you so much, 𝗬𝗏, and thank you so much, Coffee, as well. There you heard it from the gentlemen. We've got an exciting encounter lined up for you. It's Sylhet versus Chattogram after this short break.